Alright, what's up everybody, we're back with another edition of Everyday Hoops. Hope you guys are having a good one. Today, we're going to be talking about the third day of the NBA's in-season tournament. A lot of good games, a lot of craziness going on yesterday, so we're going to talk all about it, all the games, all the stuff like that. If you missed any other recaps, you can go back, watch those on the channel. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and the shorts recently. I really appreciate it. If you do like the content around here, consider subscribing, turn notifications, do all stuff like that. I really appreciate it. Really helps out a lot. And don't waste any more of your time. Also, Twitter, TikTok, stuff like that. Links in the description below. And don't waste any more of your time. Let's get right into it. So the first game we had were the Hawks and the Pistons. The Hawks win this game 126-120. Trae Young did not play in this game, but the Hawks still get the win. They go to 6-4. The Pistons fall to 2-10. They have lost 9 in a row. Not looking great in Detroit right now. Looking at the team stats, both teams shot 52% from the field. Both teams shot a lot of free throws and stuff like that. It was really kind of a good game. Really. DeJounte Murray and Trae Young's absence, 32, 5, and 10 with 3 steals. He shot 11 for 21 from the field. I love how DeJounte Murray's been playing this season. The three-point shot, he's taking a lot of threes. He's making them at a good rate, about like 40-ish%. He's a lot more comfortable passing the ball as well in Atlanta. And yeah, DeJounte's been playing really, really good. And honestly, he might be the best guard in Atlanta right now. Just saying. Sadiq Bey off the bench, 19 points, 17 for Bogdanovich as he started, and Jalen Johnson and DeAndre Hunter each had 16 points in this game for Atlanta. For Detroit, Marvin Bagley led the team with 22 and 11 on 9 for 12 shooting. No Jalen Duren in this game. But Asar Thompson, probably the best game of his career, 21, 8, and 5, 3 steals, 2 blocks, shot 9 for 12 from the field. I love Asar Thompson. Asar Thompson's been amazing so far in his rookie year, even though he's not shooting the ball super well. The three-point shot still is a big work in progress. He just does so much other things on the court, Like, he rebounds he's like, I think he's 3rd or 4th in the NBA in total rebounds. And he's 6'7". He hustles hard, rebounds the ball very well on both ends. He's just got good basketball IQ and just knows what play to make, makes the right plays, makes good passes. Defensively, he's already super advanced for his age. Like, he legitimately could be an all-defensive member this season. Like, defensively, he just isn't in the passing lanes, locks down defensively with his athleticism. He just blocks so many shots that you shouldn't be able to block at 6'7". Like, he's amazing, man. If the shooting and scoring ever comes around, which it probably should in the next few years, like, man, this guy's gonna be unstoppable. And their bench for Detroit was really good. Alec Burks had 16 points, he had 4 threes. Kevin Knox had 12. Jaden Ivey and James Wiseman each had 11. Kate Cunningham had a tough shooting night. Shot just 4 for 14 at 9 points. He did have 12 assists. But I thought Detroit was going to get the win, but just couldn't do it. Atlanta closes them out. Next, we had the Heat and the Hornets. Heat win this game 111-105. The Heat go to 7-4. Hornets fall to 3-7. The Heat are now on a 6-game win streak. They're on it. They're here. After starting off 1-4, they're starting to ball. Team stats, Miami shot 48% from the field. The Hornets shot 44%. The Hornets hit 15 threes in this game, which I think is a season high for them so far. But Miami did force 18 Charlotte turnovers as well in this one. For Miami, Jimmy Butler, 32, 4, and 5. Shot 10 for 14, 11 for 14 from the free throw line. At the end of the game, he hit a lot of big shots, a lot of big free throws to close this game out. Bam, 21, 11, and 4, 3 steals. He's been amazing. I love what Bam Adebayo has been so far this season. He's been balling, He's been a little more aggressive. Still want to see him a little more aggressive, but he's been more aggressive this season, rebounding the ball well. Of course, about his passing ability and his defense ability. But he's been amazing. Duncan Robinson had 18, 8, and 5. Jaime Jaquez, 17 off the bench. Then Neighbor Highsmith had 12 points as well. For Charlotte, PJ Washington had 32 and 6. Shot 6 for 11 from 3. I think the last few games he was like 2 for 20 from 3. And then he was like 4 for 4 in the first quarter. Finished with 6 threes. LaMelo had 28, 6, and 11. He shot 9 for 26 at 8 turnovers because the Miami Heat defense is tough. Bryce McGowan's had 12 off the bench. 10 and 12 for Nick Richards. 11 for Marco Williams. But yeah, tough loss for Charlotte. But Miami, it's an in-season tournament game, so maybe they treat it like the playoffs, so now they're here and they're ready to go, I guess. Next, we have the Pacers and 76ers. The Pacers beat the Sixers 132-126. The Pacers go to 7-4. The Sixers, their first loss since opening night, their 8-game win streak is snapped. They are now 8-2. Team stats, Indiana shot 52% from the field, Sixers shot 50%. The Pacers hit 13 threes in this game, Sixers only hit 6 in this one. A lot of turnover, a lot of free throws for both teams. Pacers shot 33 free throws, Sixers shot 35 free throws. For the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, 33, 7, and 15. Shot 11 for 18, 7 for 12 from 3. No turnovers again. In the last two games for Tyrese Halliburton, he's had 58 points, 32 assists, and no turnovers. 32 assists and no turnovers. Back-to-back 15-plus assist games with no turnovers. He's all NBA. He is all NBA. I don't care if it's November. I don't care how early he's in the season. Lock him in. He's an all NBA team member. Like, he has just been phenomenal this year. The scoring has taken a little jump. 3-point shooting is there. His passing ability, of course, is amazing, but it's just been like, it's been crazy. And the Pacers are winning games. They're 7-4. Like, they look like a legit playoff team. It's been insane what Tyrese Halliburton has done this season, man. It's honestly, looking back at it now, I love that he got traded to the Pacers. I love that he got to Indiana, because I don't know if we see this kind of Tyrese Halliburton when he was in Sacramento. He would have been good, obviously, but do we get to see this type of Tyrese Halliburton in Sacramento? I don't know, but he has been absolutely phenomenal, man, and it's been great to see. And he's still only like, what, 23, 24? Man. Obi Toppin had his best game as a Pacer as well, 27 points, 17 from Miles Turner. He didn't really play most throughout the first 2 quarters because he's in foul trouble, but in the fourth quarter, I think he had a really good fourth quarter and sealed that game. Bruce Brown at 14 and TJ McConnell at 11 off the bench. For Philly, Joel Embiid 39, 12, and 6 with 3 seals. Shot 17 for 17 from the free throw line. Philly just couldn't really keep up. You know, Indiana was making big shots. Indiana was making good stops as well. But Philly's, their 3-point shooting wasn't really falling. And their bench didn't really provide much. And yeah, D'Anthony Melton had 30 in this game. Shot 4 for 6 and 3. 27, 4, and 5 for Tyrese Maxey. Shot 9 for 23. And Tobias had 22. But yeah, didn't really get help besides those 4. And the 3-point shot wasn't falling. And the Pacers jump out and get the win, man. Pacers have been very good this season. Next, we have the Magic and the Nets. Nets win this game 124-104. It's very close first 3 quarters. The Nets outscore Orlando 36-18 in the fourth quarter. Nets go to 6-5. Magic fall to 5-5. Team stats: Brooklyn shot 54% from the field. Magic shot 44% from the field. For the Nets, Spencer Dinwiddie 29, 5 and 9, shot 5 for 10 from 3. He had a couple big 3-pointers late in this game that kind of blew the game open for Brooklyn, and they still kept playing throughout the entirety of the game because in-season tournament is based on win and loss, but also based on point differential. Like, if you're tied with other teams and stuff, point differential and how many points you score is a big thing. So that's why the Nets kept playing at the end of the game. Like, Mikal Bridges hit a shot at the end of the game when they were up 20. You know, he's still in the game. So yeah, Mikal Bridges 21, 5 and 4, 4 steals, 20 for Cam Johnson. The bench for the Nets was big too. Royce O'Neal had 13. Damian Sharp had 11 and 10. Lonnie Walker had 11 as well. The Nets got a good win, a big fourth quarter. You know, they just started hitting their threes in the fourth quarter, and the Magic just didn't really have anything, you know, to overcome it. For Orlando, Franz at 21, 8 and 5 on 50% shooting. Paolo had 19 and 6. He had 4 threes. Goga Badase had 14. The bench, Mo Wagner and Joe Ingles each had 11. Cole Anthony had 10. Jalen Suggs also had 10 points. But yeah, the fourth quarter just couldn't really get anything going, Orlando, and the Nets took full advantage. Next, we have the TNT game, Spurs and Thunder. And the Thunder beat the Spurs down 123-87. They outscored OKC, or they outscored San Antonio 33-18 in the third quarter, and that really just, you know, sealed it. OKC now goes to 7-4. Spurs are 3-8 on a 6-game losing streak. Team stats: OKC shot 52% from the field. Spurs shot 39% from the field. Thunder hit 15 threes. Spurs hit 9 threes. OKC also forced 24 San Antonio turnovers as well. For OKC, Shea 28, 6 and 5 with 7 steals. Shot 10 for 16 from the field. He was dominant on both ends. You know, defensively, he's getting the passing lanes, just pickpocketing everybody. And offense, of course, doing what he does. But Josh Giddey had a great game as well. 18, 7 and 7. Shot 7 for 11 from the field. He put on a masterclass. It really didn't look like Josh Giddey was really just out there, just doing whatever he wanted. Honestly, Jalen Williams also had 11 in this game as well. Yeah, OKC really just stomped on the gas in the second half. You know, third quarter they really just Josh Giddey, Shea were just controlling the team. Spurs are turning the ball over. OKC just stepped on their necks. You know what I mean? And they're a good team, man. They're a really good team. They're still young, but they're a very good team. Know how to win games already, and that is huge. For the Spurs, Zach Collins had 13 and 8. Julian Champagnie 13 points, 4 steals, 3 blocks. Devin Vassell had 12 points. Malcolm Brandon had 11 off the bench. Wemby had just 8 points with 14 rebounds. Shot 4 for 15 from the field. Yeah, Spurs, I mean, you could tell they're still young. You know, they just don't know how to win games yet. A lot of turnovers, and that's because they don't really have a true point guard. Trey Jones didn't play in this game. And yeah, just tough, but you know, they're still young. It's good. Next up, the Mavs and the Pelicans. The Pelicans win this game 131-110. They go on a crazy second quarter and third quarter run, and they blow out Dallas. They end their losing streak. They go to 5-6. Mavericks fall to 8-3. Team stats: the Pelicans shot 52% from the field. Mavericks shot 42% from the field. New Orleans also forced 20 Dallas turnovers. For the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram 25-9-7, shot 11 for 20 from the field. Jordan Hawkins also had 25 points off the bench. He hit 5 3-pointers. BI was really just dominating out there. You know, it didn't look like the best, like visually and statistically, but he was just like, you know, doing whatever came to him naturally. You know, picking apart the team. Jordan Hawkins as well, flamethrower. Zion had 19, 7 and 5. Herb Jones had 19 and 5 steals with 2 blocks. Najee Marshall had 16 off the bench. He had a wild, like almost full court shot. And once he hit that, you should have known this is how this game was going to go. And then Dyson Daniels also had 10 points and 6 assists. The defense was big too. Luka had just 16 points. He shot 5 for 16. He had 8 turnovers, 6 in the first quarter, which is crazy. Kyrie had 17 for Tim Hardaway Jr., and 10 for Grant Williams. Mavs just couldn't really get anything going. The defense in New Orleans was in there, and once New Orleans just felt like couldn't miss at one point, Dallas just was like, yeah, this isn't our night. You know, and that's big for New Orleans. They needed to win like this. Things were going south, and so they needed to win to kind of give them some confidence. You know. Next, we have the Blazers and the Jazz. Jazz win this game 115-99. They have a big fourth quarter and win this game. Jazz go to 4-7. Blazers fall to 3-7. Team stats: Utah shot 46% from the field. Portland shot 42% from the field. Utah forced 17 point turnovers as well. For the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson had 30. Shot 13 for 19, 4 for 9 from 3. You know, he's instant offense. And he came in and brought him instant offense. He had like 14 in the first quarter. Something that just carried that throughout the night. Like Marketing had 21-9. Keontae George 15-7 assists. I like what he's been doing. 14-10 with 3 blocks for John Collins. Colin Sexton had 13 off the bench, and Kelly Olynyk had 12-12 off the bench as well. Good win from Utah. For Portland, Jeremy Grant had 26 points. 22-10 for DeAndre Ayton. Shaden Sharp had 17-8-7. Jabari Walker off the bench at 12-8. Skylar Mays at 10 assists. I didn't really watch a whole lot of the game, I'll be honest. I love the Utah jerseys, honestly. I love the Utah jerseys on the mountains. But yeah, Portland just injured right now, and Utah took advantage of it. You know, I like what I see from Keontae George, though. Again, for the Jazz, I like what I see from Keontae George. Next, we have the next TNT game, Clippers and Nuggets. The Nuggets win this game 111-108. Nuggets really just were kind of vibing through the first 2 quarters, not really showing that much effort and stuff. They're just like, we're good. In the fourth quarter, they're like, all right, now let's start playing. You know, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic started playing. Gordon had some big shots late in this one. Reggie Jackson had a big layup. Then Gordon had a dunk with 49 seconds left to kind of make it a 5-point game. And then Paul George on the last shot wedgies it. A wedgie 3-point shot, man. That was a crazy time for that to happen. And the Nuggets win this game. Nuggets go to 9-11 or 9-2. Clippers go to 3-7 now, or 0-5 in the James Harden era. 0-6, or a 6-game losing streak. Team stats: Denver shot 52% from the field. Clippers shot 43% from the field. For the Nuggets, Nikola Jokic 32, 16, and 9. He shot 8 for 23, 14 for 14 from the free throw line. He was dominant, especially in the fourth quarter. Aaron Gordon had 25 and 5. Reggie Jackson had 18 points, 10 for Michael Porter Jr., and 10 for Christian Brown off the bench as well. Nuggets just showing that championship DNA they have, you know. It didn't really look good throughout the first 2 quarters, but in the fourth quarter, they're like, all right, time to turn on the brakes and time to, you know, get this going. And yeah, Jokic, Aaron Gordon, and Reggie Jackson closed this team out. They also play some good defense as well. For the Clippers, PG. Unfortunately, we're going to talk about the wedgie all day, but Paul George had a really good game. 35-7, shot 13 for 26 from the field. Just couldn't hit the big shot, but he was really good. Harden had 21, 4 assists. He looked a lot more comfortable in this game, especially at the end of the third quarter, early fourth quarter, where he was like hitting shots and looking really good. Kawhi had 15, 5 for 14 shooting, had 5 steals as well. Norman Powell had 14 off the bench. Zubac had 13 rebounds. But yeah, it's tough because the Clippers actually look better in this game. You know, they look better. Even though Russ didn't have a great game, Kawhi didn't have a good shooting night, which is rare. But they look better. You know, they look a lot more comfortable with each other, especially Paul George and James Harden look a lot more comfortable. Just unfortunately, they just couldn't get the win. You know, now they're 0-5, so that's all we're going to talk about. But the Clippers look a lot better in this game, though. Also, there's a report that came out that said Ty Lue doesn't have any plans to bring Westbrook off the bench. So, I don't know. Maybe that's a lie. Maybe he's just saying that for now. But that was interesting. But the Nuggets got a good win, showing their championship DNA. Clippers, unfortunately, just can't get over the hump right now. Next, we have the Timberwolves and the Warriors. This was a wild game. First of all, Steph Curry didn't play in this game due to knee injury, and I was like, oh man, Warriors are about to get blown out. And we get 2 minutes, not like 2 minutes in the game. No one has even scored in this game yet. All of a sudden, chaos just erupts. Jaden McDaniels and Klay Thompson get into it at half court. They start tugging each other's jerseys and stuff. Rudy Gobert comes in, I don't know what he was trying to do, just trying to push some Klay off or something. And then Draymond Green just comes out of nowhere for whatever reason, and it's I don't know, puts Rudy Gobert in a chokehold. Even when Klay and Jaden McDaniels were separated and everyone's fine, Draymond just got Rudy Gobert in a chokehold in the back. I don't know what. The picture was hilarious. It was crazy. And yeah, Klay, Draymond get ejected. Jaden McDaniels also gets ejected. Just a wild scene. Not even 2 minutes into the game that happens. It was crazy. A lot of stuff going on right now about it. About was it right? What was Draymond thinking? Was Rudy Gobert like a active player in this? And apparently the NBA right now is trying to gather evidence and interviews and stuff like that because the Warriors play tonight against OKC, and they want to know if Draymond should get suspended or what should happen before the game. But the Timberwolves ultimately end up winning this game 104-101, even though the Warriors looked like they were going to win it. The Timberwolves at the end just, came out and closed them out. Again, even though Golden State Warriors bench are playing really good, Timberwolves now go to 8-2. They are now the hottest team in the league on a 7-game win streak. The Warriors fall to 6-6. Team stats: Minnesota shot 44% from the field. Warriors shot 42% from the field. Karl-Anthony Towns 33-11 on 12 for 26 shooting. He's starting to come around. Starting to come alive. Ever since that Boston game last week or whatever it was, he's been on fire, and now he's starting to get it going. If he starts to get it going, this is going to be a dangerous team. Ant had 20 on 7 for 16 shooting, 13 and 8 assists from Mike Conley. Naz Reid had 10 off the bench, and Rudy Gobert had 13 rebounds with 3 blocks as well. The Timberwolves are finding ways to win games, even without their lockdown defender, and even when the Warriors bench and the other guys were like putting it on, the Timberwolves still found a way. Anthony Edwards made a great pass, like that crazy pass to the corner from Mike Conley for a big 3-pointer that kind of was the dagger in it. Yeah, the Timberwolves are rolling right now. Hottest team in the league. For Golden State, Brandon Podziemski, 23-7-5, their first round pick out of Santa Clara. Was really, really good in this game. He was shooting the ball well. He just was in the right place at the right time. Chris Paul found him on a lot of cuts. He was passing the ball well. Like he looked very, really good. He's the first round pick out of Santa Clara. Very interesting to see how he fits in the Warriors system. And so far, he looks like he'll fit. High IQ guy, knows how to play. Shoots the ball well. Like does a lot of really good things. And that was really good to see him come out there unprompted because he probably was not going to play that night. And then all of a sudden he ended up playing 40 minutes. Dario had 21-4-4. He's been really good so far as well for Golden State. Chris Paul had 15-5-4 with 3 steals. Moses Moody had 11 off the bench, and Kevon Looney had 12 rebounds. Tough loss for Golden State. I thought they were going to go out and do it, but unfortunately they couldn't. If they had Klay and Draymond, maybe they win this game. I don't know. Wiggins shot 4 for 15. He's been really, really struggling to find any rhythm. But the Minnesota Timberwolves get the win. And then finally, we got Grizzlies and Lakers. More drama in this game as well. Anthony Davis and Desmond Bane got into it. A lot of technical. Santi Aldama as well got into it. It was a lot of things. But the Lakers just blow out Memphis 134-107. Lakers go to 6-5. Grizzlies fall to 2-9. Team stats: the Lakers shot 58% from the field. Grizzlies shot 37%. The Lakers, career high for the Lakers, 22 3-pointers in this game. Well, the Grizzlies hit 20 as well, though. But the Lakers just were doing it better. D'Lo at 23 and 5 assists, shot 8 for 12 from the field, 6 for 8 from 3. Rui Hachimura at 23 points and 3 for 3 from 3 off the bench. AD 19, 11, and 5 with 6 blocks. He held Jaren and Bismack Biyombo down. He's been amazing so far. I think he leads the league in blocks per game. LeBron at 16, 9, and 6. Austin Reeves at 16, 12, and 7 off the bench on 4 for 4 shooting from 3. 11 for Jackson Hayes, 10 for Cam Reddish. They just were on fire. Christian Wood had 10 rebounds. They're just on fire. Lakers are just on fire from 3. Everyone was involved for the first time, which is a good sign. Maybe this game, brings something out of the Lakers. Maybe they start hitting their shots. Maybe their role players start playing a lot better. That would be big. For Memphis, Santi Aldama at 24, 5, and 4 with 2 blocks. He shot 3 for 8 from 3. 17 for David Roddy off the bench. 15 for Xavier Tillman. 10 for Zaire Williams off the bench. It was really the bench for Memphis that made it look like a respectable game. Desmond Bane was 15 points, shot 5 for 10. Jaren was 3 for 16 from the field. Marcus Smart got hurt in this game, unfortunately. His ankle. Hopefully he won't be out for too long, because if he's out for too long, man, I don't know. Memphis can't really get more worse. And that would be, even worse. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. That's day 3 of the in-season tournament. Thank you guys for the views on the videos and short tweets. Again, really appreciate it. If you like the content, consider subscribing, like, turn notifications. So also at that, really appreciate it. Really upset a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.